What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. If you've been watching my channel, you know that there's multiple different type of programs and inflation relief checks, property tax relief checks, and federal programs here that have gone on this year and many more that could come next year that could put money in your pocket. And I'm going to go over some more here in this video. This year we had about 35 different states that sent out inflation relief checks or state stimulus checks, property tax rebate checks that went out to tens of millions of Americans. Right now, the largest program on the state level is actually the largest state in the nation, California, still sending out up to $1,050 California. Those are still going out. You can see here stimulus update. One-time payments worth up to $1,050 headed to California residents by December 31st. So yeah, happy December. Can you believe it's December already? Yeah, yikes. I can't believe it's December already. It's almost time to start saying Merry Christmas. It's quickly upon us, right? But yeah, that's just one of the states here. They're still sending these out. They're going out to about 23 million people. $350 per person. So if you have up to 3 people in your family, including children and dependents, you can get up to $1,050. So those are still going out here this month. And I think that some are actually going to go out until January as well. So keep an eye out on that. But I got several of different states and new things to cover here. West Virginia drivers weigh in on car tax rebate proposal. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of different things here for you guys in this video. So as usual, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos as well. I'll keep you up to date here on all the states and federal programs. It's part of my um, commitment to you guys here. An amendment that could have eliminated West Virginia's car tax was defeated, but the general idea is not dead. Governor Jim Justice has promised to get a bill introduced in the legislature in January that will lead to all vehicle owners getting a tax rebate, which is basically a check, for the taxes that they paid this year. And going forward, that rebate would come every single year, which is pretty awesome, right? A check every single year. The state chamber of commerce says that on average the annual car tax or car registration fee, whatever you want to call it, is $220 per vehicle. So if you have 2 cars per family, that'd be $440. Drivers registering their cars at the DMV say they would welcome the rebates. So, I mean, this is a kind of stimulus check, right? Imagine if every state did this. Yeah, that would be really cool. Really cool. In fact, here's a quote. That would be great, to substitute the word cool for great. I have 3 vehicles that I have to pay taxes on, so 220 times 3 would be 660. So to get that money back, it would help to pay towards paying my house off. I mean, yeah, 660. You think about the second stimulus check from the federal government was 600 bucks, possibly getting another vehicle for work. I'm quote, not in favor of taxes much at all. I don't know who is. So I'd love to have tax money back. Yeah. Many already have an idea where they would spend the return tax payments. Quote, I would use it just to help pay bills and fix my house and do stuff that I could use it for better. I think they should just get rid of it. Yeah. Like everyone, towards bills or groceries or expenses. On Election Day, Amendment 2, which could have allowed the legislature to repeal the car tax for good, failed to get enough votes at the poll. The car tax rebate was the governor's alternative plan and would be paid for from the state's $1.3 billion surplus. So apparently, they're now working on maybe sending checks back to the people in the state of West Virginia. So I'll keep you up to date on this. That's a pretty good one. I like that. Next up, the state of Mississippi. Mississippi lawmakers to propose one-time tax rebate checks in 2023. Here's the details on this. The Mississippi legislature passed the largest tax cut in state history during the most recent session. So that's already happened. So that's a good thing already. And in spite of the challenging economic times, they've managed a $1.5 billion surplus. So that would be in addition to the largest tax cut in state history for the state of Mississippi. So again, a lot of states have these large tax cuts going on in addition to the stimulus checks, inflation relief checks, tax rebate checks, property tax rebate checks, et cetera, et cetera. At least two lawmakers, Lieutenant Governor Delbert Hoseman, it's an interesting name, and Senate Appropriations Chairman Briggs Hobson, think it's time to give some of that money back. Quote, I proposed last year, and I will propose this year, a tax rebate, which is a one-time payment. You're not going to break the budget by doing that. We know that there are enough funds to be able to utilize that. I feel that especially if we end up in a recession next year, the opportunity to get some funds out and get it in the people's pockets will help them absorb some of the high cost of products. Hoseman backed Hobson, these names, man, in offering a one-time rebate to Mississippi's taxpayers, saying that the state is in the best economic shape it's been since 1817. And a lot of states are like that. I mean, almost every one, because unemployment's really low. A lot of people are, working right now. Unemployment's low, so states are just bringing in more tax revenue than normal, which is why almost every single state can kind of make statements like that. Quote, we're going to give some of their money back, and it ought to be given back to them. So I will keep you up to date here on that as we learn more information here on each state. Yeah, as I said here, there's probably going to be a lot of states that also give out state stimulus checks, inflation relief checks, tax rebate checks, property tax rebate checks, and all sorts of checks next year as well in 2023. So you can already see the writing on the wall. Again, nobody can predict the future, but most of these states still have massive trust funds, basically, states surplus billions of dollars. So I'll keep up to date here. Next up, the benefit program will offset property taxes for New Jersey residents. I believe New Jersey is one of those states that has high property taxes to begin with. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments. You can see here in 1963, a Lillian Crail moved into her ranch house in Williamsboro, northeast of Philadelphia. Now, almost 60 years later, a new state property tax program is going to help her stay there. For seniors, quote, for the most part, as long as we're able, we'd like to stay in our homes. Living in this house is the longest thing I've ever done. Well, congratulations to her. That's awesome. The program will help homeowners and renters pay property taxes in the state that has the highest in the country. Yeah, I see. I knew that off the top of my head there. As a qualifying property owner, Crail, who's 82, will receive $1,500 in the spring of 2023. Yep, so this is going to happen in 2023 through the Affordable New Jersey Communities for Homeowners and Renters, known as Anchor program, which in 2022 replaced the homestead benefit. Crail, who pays about $5,000 a year in property taxes, says the rebate will help offset other expenses, such as $1,000 she pays per year for blood thinners and the ever increasing cost of groceries. Yeah, like I said, yeah, pharmaceuticals and medicine just ever increasing in cost. She pays $1,000 a year just in blood thinners alone. Yeah, the cost of that stuff just getting ridiculous. So, um, thankfully, Medicare is going to be able to negotiate the cost of some of those prescription drugs here kicking in here soon as part of the Inflation Reduction Act. So that'll be a good thing, and there'll be a $2,000 a year cap on Medicare prescriptions as well. So if she's paying $1,000 a year just on one prescription, that's going to help a lot of people as well. As an AARP New Jersey volunteer, she advocated for Anchor, which was approved by the state legislature as part of the fiscal 2023 budget agreement and signed by Governor Phil Murphy, a Democrat, in June. So this is a good thing. For homeowners and renters, now is the time to act. You only have until January 31st to apply for the rebate. So make sure you apply for this because it's something you have to apply for, which is tied to your 2019 income and property tax payments. New Jersey has the dubious honor of having the nation's highest property taxes, according to the Tax Foundation. Yikes. A Washington based research. In 2021, the average New Jersey property tax bill was $9,284. Oh my God. That's what some people make a year, some really low income people. That's what the average New Jersey property tax bill was. To qualify for Anchor, this program, New Jerseyans must have owned or rented their principal residence on October 1st, 2019. A homeowner earning up to $150,000 in gross income will receive a $1,500 rebate check, basically a state stimulus check, really. Um, One with an income of more than that of up to $250,000 will get a $1,000 rebate check. Renters with income of up to $150,000 will also receive $450 check. The renter isn't writing the check for taxes, but they're definitely paying it, so renters can get a check as well. It is estimated that the program will help more than 1.1 million homeowners and more than 900,000 renters in 2023. It will provide more than $2 billion in property tax relief. That compares with only 470,000 homeowners and $260 million on the former program. So this is a really good program that they've kind of using stimulus money for. To apply for these, you need to go to these websites here. You or call this number here. So newjersey.gov/treasury/taxation/anchor. You can pause the video right here and write down this website. We'll pause the video and write down this website, or you can maybe Google it and Google New Jersey Anchor program. But then you need to make sure you go to the right website and don't go to the wrong website. It's probably best to just pause the video right here and just write this down. Also, make sure you share this video on your social media for anybody who might benefit from this, because it's literally $1,500 or and even money for renters that if they don't know about this and they don't apply, by next month, actually, they will miss out on this money. 2 million people. 2 million people. And we actually covered multiple different states in this video. Next up, Illinois, COVID. Another round of relief being offered to Chicago families here for the city of Chicago or some people in Illinois. You can see here another round of relief is being offered for Chicago families affected by the pandemic. Chicago, one of the largest cities in the nation. The city of Chicago is launching its 2022 Chicago Resiliency 2.0. The direct cash assistance program is designed to give help to Chicagoans who may have been left out of previous stimulus programs. In particular, this program is available for caregivers of adults or households with adult children or other family members. If you claimed adult dependents in your 2019 taxes, you can apply at chicash.org, chicash.org. If you claimed adult dependents in your 2019 taxes, you can apply at this website. The application period ends at 11:59 p.m. December 9th. And the website for the Chicago Resiliency Fund, this is what the website looks like here. It has $15 million commitment from Mayor Lori Lightfoot. It can provide up to 25,000 eligible Chicago residents with a one-time $500 payment, and is intended to support residents who had difficulty accessing and qualifying for federal relief payments in 2020. To check if you're eligible, review the criteria below, which you can check into that. There's a bunch of different stuff here. A new report makes the case for an Ohio child tax credit program. Remember that there is a lot of different states that have their own state child tax credit program in addition to the federal child tax credit program, which I've been keeping you up to date on as well. So remember that there's states as well that have additional money as well, that you need to file a state tax return to get the additional money here as well. A recent report by the progressive research nonprofit Policy Matters Ohio makes the case for a state-level child tax credit program. It outlines the economic instability that children and families are facing across Ohio, really in every state. But this is states have to do this on a state-by-state basis. The first payments for the Advanced Child Tax Credit Program began rolling out summer of 2021. It was part of the American Rescue Plan Act signed by President Joe Biden. The idea was simple: a monthly cash payment to help parents cover the cost of raising a child. For about 6 months, parents with children under 18 received up to $300 per month. Reports show that it cut childhood poverty by 30%. The monthly payments meant that parents could pay for the cost of food, rent, gas, or other bills. In Ohio, there was an immediate impact. We saw over 1.2 million families had more money in their pockets to pay for rent, put gas in their car, put food on their table, said an Ohio Policy Matters person said. Although less than a year in, the program expires, and they're not sure if they're going to be able to pass it again. Now, roughly 56% of Ohio children, an estimated 1.8 million people, would like to see it again, and they're proposing a state-level Ohio child tax credit. So I'll keep you up to date on this as more and more. Remember, every state can do this as well. It's just really money that states can give back to their people. Remember, there's also adult tax credits, which is really for low income adults. And states can have their own state level adult tax credit as well. It's called the EITC. If you've been watching my channel, you know this as well. That's just part of my daily commitment is to keep you guys updated on everything like Social Security information, Social Security raises, the battle between Republicans and Democrats on that, child tax credits, adult tax credits, state stimulus checks, federal programs, pretty much everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. If it concerns you or your money or anything you guys need to know about, I will keep you up to date here. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Click the subscribe button. It's completely free to do so. And after you click the subscribe button, click the bell icon that appears so you don't miss out on any new videos. Remember that new videos come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, we're going to be giving away thousands of dollars here. We gave away money in November. We're actually still going to be announcing some winners here for that. We gave away money in October. We're going to be giving away money in December as well, and more next year as well. So make sure to stay tuned. Thanks for liking and sharing these videos. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And you can click here to watch my newest video about the IRS $600 reporting threshold that could mean more taxes for Americans. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.